What is up, YouTube fragrance family and friends? I'm Tommy with Studio Sins, today with another video review. Today I've got a brand new release for 2021 from the house of Salvatore Ferragamo. Now this one I have been waiting on. I can't say that I'm not a little bit excited about it. I reviewed the house fragrance, the self-titled Ferragamo fragrance from 2020 last year, and thought that it was okay, but it was a little bit of a weaker fragrance than what I really wanted out of a leather fragrance. And so, as we all know, a lot of times fragrance houses fix the problem with the previous fragrance with the flanker. Flanker stands for fix in my book. So when we come back, we're going to take a closer look at Ferragamo Intense Leather and see if it's a new release worth picking up, that and more, so stay tuned. Hey guys, and welcome back. Does it sometimes feel that fragrance houses, especially designer houses, look upon the release of a fragrance as almost an obligation, as opposed to something cool and creative that they're actually excited about? That's the way that it seems like when you actually pick up a fragrance similar to Ferragamo. Now, I have to say, I really enjoyed this presentation. The atomizer is one of the best atomizers that I've ever sprayed out of a designer bottle. I'll leave a link above if you're interested in checking out my review of this 2020 release, Ferragamo. It's a pleasant fragrance, it really is. It's just that it could have a little bit of oomph. Again, just when you're expecting something to be substantial, it's a little bit lackluster. When I heard they were releasing Ferragamo Intense Leather, I got really excited because I thought, you know what, that's what they need, is a little bit of intensity and a little bit more leather to make this more of a serious leather-based fragrance. So I just got this in today and I'm excited, first of all, to take a look at that presentation with you. Now if you hold the bottle this way, you can see the Ferragamo on the top of the lid, and then you can better see the actual Omega symbol there. And then of course, if you flip it around, it's also on the very bottom. Now the lid itself, you don't twist to come off because it actually, when you snap it into place, it's actually stuck into place until you pull it. So you have to actually pull it off. You can't really twist it there. So that's something specific to the actual presentation. The band is a little bit different in terms of color. The standard Ferragamo leather here is black and the leather here is a blue, which is interesting because I would think that they would flip that around because leather, darker, you would want it to be a little bit richer. Let's talk a little bit about that note breakdown. Ferragamo Intense Leather features top notes of mandarin orange, pink pepper, clary sage absolute, with heart notes of red apple, lily of the valley, and iris, resting on a base of oak moss, leather, earthy notes, and musk. You know me, when I hear a fragrance that has an apple note in it, I start salivating because I really like apple notes. They're just really tart. They sometimes add a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of juicy freshness that's not only fruity, but again, fresh. And I'm hoping that's what it does to this fragrance, along with that darker, hopefully more richer, earthy leather that started out to be really nice in this, that it just didn't go anywhere. So let's hope it goes somewhere here. Let's go ahead and test out that juice. Nice. The atomizer is the exact same atomizer in this one. Really, really like it. That is really nice. This is what this one should have been. So not only do you get that fresh kind of semi-fruity juice from the mandarin orange, You also get a little bit of spice from the clary sage, and of course that volume is embellished by the pink pepper. Such a great opening. Let's hope, and of course the leather is immediately noticeable in that open. So it is a prominent note in this. Obviously it's called intense leather. I would be disappointed and let down if it wasn't an obvious note in the fragrance, but let's see if it lasts. I'm gonna spray it on skin and see if if a little bit of warmth doesn't add some more volume to it and some more intensity. Really love this atomizer. Can't get enough of these atomizers. I wish all fragrances had as good of an atomizer quality-wise. Overall, this is a much heavier, muskier, denser, earthy leather. This is a nice modern leather, but it's very, very light. It's almost like a non-committal leather. This is a leather with commitment. So you do have that intensity with it. Again, they're erring on the side of a little bit lighter leathers. It's still that leather, that nice leather scent or smell, but it's a little bit on the lighter side. It's still very voluminous, it's still very peppery, it's still very fresh. The red apple's kind of adding a tart freshness to this along with the mandarin orange. So the patchouli, the earthy, musky notes in here are adding some density and some weight to the leather so that it doesn't just disappear and go away, just like it dissipates in this one. So it's getting a little bit darker, a little bit richer. That apple's staying, it's not going away so far, so I really do like that. Some of the sweetness that was there in the beginning, that was no doubt as a result of the apple, the orange, that's starting to go away. Got just a touch of iris that's barely perceptible. Lily of the Valley, no doubt adding a floral essence to this. I can't pick that up. I can pick up the iris just a little bit, and it's just enough to add the perfect amount of that iris feel or sensation in the heart to add a little bit of complexity and density to the leather itself. Because again, it's a very light leather. I like my leathers heavy on medicine, I really do. Gucci Guilty Absolute is probably my favorite leather-based fragrance, or it's in the top 5 of my favorite leather-based fragrances. Recently, I did a review of some of my favorite leather-based fragrances, and I'll leave that in a link above so you can check that out. Check out my feelings on Gucci Guilty Absolute. This has got a similar vibe to it. It's got that medicine. In the dry down, it definitely has that leather medicine that I really like so much. It adds the density, the grit, the weight, the resin to the leather that we all like, know, love, and enjoy. So far, Ferragamo Intense Leather I think is a great, great fragrance. The body of it is something that I'm really pleased with. I'm pleased to see that they used a little bit of fruit to lighten it up, to modernize it a little bit in that open. That open is very welcoming. It's lightly sweet, lightly fruity, but very voluminous. It's got some nice pepper in there, really good introduction with the red apple. You've got just enough of a floral heart in there with the iris, the lily of the valley, to add a little bit of complexity to it. Overall, what you're looking at is a Gucci Guilty Absolute Light. It's got that medicinal leather that I know and love in the dry down. So if the performance on this, if it lasts a good 6-7 hours, I will be very happy with this fragrance, and I'll definitely be wearing it a lot more. So be on the lookout for a full-on review of this in the future. Right now, I'm extremely happy with the first impression. In the base, what I keep getting is just a nice, heavy, musky, medicinal leather. I just call it a GGA light for all intents and purposes until I give it a full-on review. So be on the lookout for that video coming up soon, because I'm definitely going to be wearing this in the coming days, get some more additional information as to how it performs. If Ferragamo Intense Leather is a really good performer, it might just end up being in my top fragrances for 2021, at least the Q1, Q2. Well guys, that's it for my unboxing and first impressions of Ferragamo's Intense Leather by Salvatore Ferragamo, a new 2021 release. Thanks so much for stopping by and checking out my video today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please go ahead and click on like, share, comment. I love fragrances. I love sharing ideas and thoughts so that we can come together and share fragrance best practices. That's what my channel is all about. At least I want it to be about. Again, thanks so much for stopping by and checking out today's video. And as always, thank you so much for your support on my channel. I'm Tommy with Studio Sense, and I'll see you tomorrow.